Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel here. Hey, I have the DJI Air 3 and we're going to go flying today. It is October 31st, Halloween Day. Now, that doesn't mean that you'll be seeing this video anytime soon. It's a beautiful day. It's in the 50s, very little wind, mostly blue sky. There's some high clouds. However, I like to take advantage of these days when I can. That way I have some video to bring you in the colder months. So you may not see this video until December or January or who knows. But I'm out at Discovery Park in Meridian. Now, anybody that follows my channel has seen me fly out here before, and it's a park that they were expanding, and I had some video of the construction while they were doing it. Man, I can't believe what they've done here. They've added all kinds of things. So let's put the Air 3 up in the air and give you an aerial perspective. And let's quit messing around. Let's get this bird in the air. Okie dokie, we're ready to go here. You can see I set the drone down. I don't know, let's center it up here. Kind of on the cross spot of these parking lines here. And we'll try for a precision landing when we come back and see how well that does. But at any rate, let's take a look at our safety menu here. We are in bypass mode and in normal radar map on, optimal return to home. RTH, I had that set high because I was up in the mountains with it. We were going to go back down to 120 meters. Max altitude, well, hold it, what did I say there? Return to home, no, we don't need to be that high. Excuse me, I was thinking max altitude, 35 meters there. This is the one we're going to bring down to 120 meters. 120 meters on max altitude, no limit on distance. Compass is normal, IMU is normal. Take a peek at the battery. Wow, yeah, I've used this battery 6 times. And it looks good. Gosh, I can't think of any reason why we shouldn't. Oh, let's go in the About menu. So what before I took off, I updated the RC firmware, and boy, was that a mistake out here in the field. It took about 15 minutes to get that done. Anyway, I didn't need to do it. What it says in the notes was that it affected the 120 meter limit in for Europe. So you know, if it did anything else here in the US, I don't know. But anyway, there's the firmware package if you're interested in that. Let's get out of there. If you look at the bottom there, we're shooting in 4K 60 Dr. Automatic here, everything in full automatic. Let's go ahead and start recording now. Okay, we're recording, and let's do an auto takeoff on the app here. So I'm going to click on that. Take off. And then we're going to run this guy up 7 meters high, which is what DJI asks you to do to achieve that precision landing. You know, I used to linger there. I don't think you have to do that. I think mostly you just want to get that 7 meters high so it can see where the home point is before you move off. And I found that when you do that, that return to home is pretty accurate. So we got the drone staring into the sun here, which is probably not the greatest, but let's go ahead and I'll drop that camera down just a little bit more, and we'll do our droning now. Reversing up now, reversing up. And off we go. So I am at the new part of Discovery Park here, and you can see ball fields behind me and some newly built restrooms, and you can see the size of this parking lot. This is huge. Evidently they plan on playing a lot of ball games here. And here's the older ball fields that have been here for a while. but it gives you guys kind of a look at the scope of this park. And let's see, let me move over. So that's the fire station right there. Let's just kind of move around here, and we'll just do a kind of a big loop-de-loo around the park, and you can see just how big this guy is. And in fact, I can come back a little further. Those are what you see down below there in the bottom right is that's the dog park area for people to run there. The one's for big dogs and one's for small dogs. Then, you know, you guys have seen a lot of this end of the park. That was the first phase that they built, and I'm parked over in the second phase. But you can see the play area off in the distance, and we're just going to keep moving around here. I'm just going to take you on a big kind of loop around the park. And you got, I was looking at these when they were building them, trying to figure it out. Look at all those pickleball courts. You got 2 tennis courts and what looks like, to me, 12 pickleball courts. That will tell you how popular pickleball is. Let's just move sideways for a bit. Got a couple basketball courts. The building just coming into view now is their, that's their storage and equipment storage and so forth for the groundskeepers. And then you can see the ball fields, and you can see where I'm at down there in the parking lot. And yeah, we'll just keep going around. And there's something pretty cool here that I want to show you. But this is quite a facility, and you know, when you have the kind of the amount of population increases that we have seen in what they call the Treasure Valley, which is the greater Boise, Meridian, Nampa, Caldwell area, you gotta build facilities, and this is one of them. And boy, have they done a good job. And you can see even where we're over right now, there's room for even more growth, and I suspect we'll probably see more growth. But you see some cars parked down there. That's one of the things that's just coming into view right now. I wanted to point out to you, and that is, look at that skate park. Holy guacamole, is that a skate park or what? So let's stop right there. And we're not going to go over the top of anybody, but we're going to get down here and take a closer look at this. So what I didn't realize, I was just looking at it from a distance. It is it's a big circle here, isn't it? So you could just keep doing laps. Man, is that something? Holy cow. Well, let's kind of orbit around it here and get you a look. And there's even a, you know, kind of a covered area there right next to it. And then it looks like on the other side, is that, yeah, that looks like a volleyball net. So sand outdoor volleyball. Man, is that something or what? And boy, we're right above the, we're 34 meters high, and we're right above the lights there. Man, that is really something. Okay, it looks a lot better when we got the sun at our back here. Yeah, that is pretty darn cool. We're going to do some zooming here. This is all digital zoom I'm doing right now on the main sensor. So just kind of giving you a look here. Maybe we can follow this guy around that started out here. He looks like he's just on a roller coaster. Yep, down into the bowl he goes. Boom. Yeah, look at these guys go. Man, they didn't have parks like this when I was a kid, I'll tell you that. And yes, I am nothing but jealous. Too old to be doing this kind of stuff now. Looks like some kind of platform on the top there. That is just nothing but cool. Man, pretty neat. And let's look up over here. I thought maybe I saw another section of, yeah, there it is. Looks like, is that a bicycle motocross track there? Let's go over there and take a look. It sure appears to be. And then what do we have on the other side over here? Oh, holy cow. Yeah, look at this. So this is even more. Man, okay, so I'm going to zoom out here. Whoops, sorry, wrong zoom wheel. let's zoom out. Let's get the big picture. And we're just going to do an orbit around this. We'll stay at the periphery here. And I'm not even sure, so I'm looking at this part right here. This is a BMX, some sort of BMX track, right? They're on bicycles, and I assume that this must be a full-size BMX track. Wow, look at that. And is it me, or it looks unfinished? I don't think it's finished. But look at those jumps. Holy mackerel. And we're I probably ought to gain a little altitude to make sure I don't run into one of those light poles. But those light poles are high. Boy, look at those jumps. Holy cow. Yeah, light pole right there. It's a good thing I gained some altitude, huh? As we were coming around. Discretion is the better part of valor. Okay, let's back off from. Well, it looks like we got a guy on a bike coming here, so let's kind of watch him and see him catch some of these jumps. In fact, let's just zoom in here. Again, this is digital zoom. Kind of a plateau there. Let's see how he does on this one. Yeah, he's not really getting a bunch of air. He's stopping at the top. Yeah, I would be I'd be a little nervous too, so can't blame him there. Okay, let's back up here. Wow, this is quite a facility, and yeah, it's absolutely. There's no doubt it's unfinished. But if you're a kid, you can't help it. You want to get out there and have a go at it. Yeah, something else. Okay. I'm going to go back and up here and give you a look from this angle just how big this park is. And I don't know how much of this property the city owns, but it looks to me like they have plenty of expansion all around here, don't they? This is pretty neat. Pretty darn cool. Okay, moving forward, let's see if we can get down low and get a better look. You know, I was complaining about hitting one of those light poles, but you know, with obstacle avoidance on this drone, it'd be pretty tough to do that. But this is kind of cool, so I'm just want to make sure we're not. Yeah, so we're not going over the top of that guy. So, well, yeah, let's stop right there. He's coming our way. I was going to try. I was kind of get a little closer look. Had an ADS-B warning there, but we're so low in the sky. We're only 13 meters high. Yeah. So we're on the flyway for the Boise airport. We're probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 miles from the airport, something like that. So that's why we're getting that. So we can fly over here and take a look. Yep, there's another guy coming. So we can watch him. We're off to the side. Off to the side here. Yeah, these guys are pretty cautious. Well, that guy got some air. Yeah, he's getting a little air. Boom. Boom. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Well, enough of that. We've seen that. Let's get out over the ball field here, and I can show you a little of what they're doing there. So it looks like the grass is still coming in. So I'm sure they haven't played any ball here yet. So let's be careful we don't run into a net or something here as we're going through that perhaps the obstacle avoidance wouldn't see. But yeah, it looks good. So that's a little restroom facility right there. What I wanted to take a look at is this sculpture or whatever it is here. Drone's right in front of me here. Let's just take a quick look at this sculpture. And again, the cool thing about OA is you can get down and get a good look at this stuff and not worry about hitting anything. So it'll just go right over the top of it. Getting a little obstacle avoidance warning there. Let's just turn around and take a look the other way. I have to tell you, with earlier generations of drones, I wouldn't have dared done that kind of flight because I would have been worried about, even if you have forward obstacle avoidance, I'd be worried about running into something. So I don't know. I'm looking at this trying to decide, if you look at it from a certain angle, is it supposed to be the Earth or something? And there again, we can kind of move sideways around it here and kind of get a look at it that we otherwise wouldn't get to see. So I don't know. Oh no, that's a base. Okay, there I see. Look, look, look. We'll line them up here. That's a guy with baseball. So let's lower down here, see if we can line that up. There we go. There we go. Mystery solved. Let's see if we can line that up. Yeah, just playing a little baseball there. Okay. I knew there had to be something to that. Let's just go straight forward here and see how the drone chooses to go around it. Pretty cool. Yeah, the only thing I would worry about here is, if there's a net or something like that that you could potentially run into. But yeah, cool thing about this latest generation of DJI drones, you can have a lot of confidence in that obstacle avoidance. Okay, and around we go. Let's take a closer look at the pickleball courts over here. Probably not as exciting as that sculpture and the BMX track and the skate park, but still pretty cool to see. So, yeah, so this is, again, this is their work shed where the groundskeepers keep all their equipment and so forth. And that's been here for a while, but I remember when it used to be just out in the middle of the dirt, so they've definitely improved their lot a little bit. And yeah, it looks like we got some... oh, that's just a post. I thought we had somebody out there in the basketball field. What are you doing here? He's sculpting something there in the corner. Probably some kind of... well, I wonder, is it just some kind of landscape feature or who knows what? But hard at work. But here's some tennis courts. And I don't see anybody out there playing tennis. So I think we're good to go there. We won't bug these people that are... there's a lot of people out there playing pickleball, so we're not gonna go over the top of that. But we can move sideways here and take a look. We can even get down a little lower and closer. But again, look at this facility. You got a little picnic area there, and this is pretty cool. And this darn... oh, you know what? Earlier I misspoke. So I counted... yeah, there's only 6 total pickleball courts. I was looking the opposite direction, and I was thinking that there were 6 of them in each of those areas. So I misspoke earlier. There's only 6, not 12. But still, lots of folks enjoying that. What a great facility. And yeah, what do we got over here? Okay, so we're going to stay with this. Yeah, this is the kids' play area, so I don't want to go over the top of that. But what is this? What are they doing here? I am going to zoom in. And again, this is just cropping in. So finish line there. Yeah, it must just be doing sprints, I guess. So let's back up a little bit. So that area that I told you about right there, I've shown you that before. That is where kids can actually pump water. I'm sure it's shut off now, but they can create their own little irrigation ditches and stuff. What a cool thing to do if you're a kid. And then, of course, the play area, and we've looked at that before. We're staying well back from that. But yeah, this just must be for sprints. Look at they're going to have some races. Yeah, look at this. Okay, go, go, go. Ha. That's cool, and it encourages kids to stay active, so that's pretty neat. Okay, let's back out and get the big picture again. And you guys, I've shown you the rest of this park before, but it looks like they've given us some alternate entrances here. I wonder if there's an entrance from this side. So let me show you where I came in at. And it was the entrance that I knew existed, and that's right there. But I was west on Lake. This is the name of the street is called Lake Hazel, and you can see they put a partition there. So I was unable to turn left into the park. I had to go do a U-turn and come back from the other side. So I think they've given us a couple different ways to come in. Yeah, we want to stay well clear of those power lines there. But we can take a look at the entrance here and some of the landscaping that they have set up. Grass is still fairly green. You know, it's been a pretty warm fall, so we've been lucky in that regard. Let me grab some altitude and take you over the top of the dog parks here. So this one on the so people can run their dogs. Yeah, and there's some people walking there. The one on the will be our right hand side is for big dogs, and the other one is for smaller dogs. We can drop down and see if we can see some doggies running around. But I like how they split the small dogs off from the big dogs. The big dogs. Okay, so the other entrance that I was telling you about, this is the fire station right here. So what I could have done is turn down this street, and I do not know the name of this street, but I could have come in here, and they were just building this, well, not long ago. And there we are by the skate park again. But you can see this other entrance here. So good to know. Good to know we've got that. And that's the way I'll know to come in the park now. Still playing around there on the bicycle BMX track. Yeah, I think we ought to take a look again at the skate park here from another angle. We can get down over here. I don't want to get that close. Back it off just a little. And drop down and kind of get a closer look. Yeah, if there weren't, I'd love to fly over that if there weren't so many people on there, but we're not going to. So, but pretty cool. Then this, to me, I was wondering if this was Cityland, but this looks to me like they're building another housing development. If I was a betting man, I bet you there's some houses that'll be going in here. That's my guess. And then one of the things I want to do is look on the other side and see if there's another entrance from the other side of the park. And if there isn't now, it looks like there might be in the future. So I'm going to fly us out here. You can see still a lot of farmland, so there's a lot of places for them to build more houses, and no doubt that's coming. This looks like a dairy farm here. I think I've looked at that before. Maybe. No, maybe it's just horses. I don't know. No, that's not. Although you never know. Let's take a look. Those are horses. So yeah, it looks like this is just somebody's horse arena. Yep. That's what's going on there. Pretty soon there'll be 1,000 houses there. Just give it some time. Okay, so at the purpose at hand is I wanted to go around the other side here and see if there was an entrance to the park from the other side. It is really a nice day today. I'm telling you, I love the spring and fall. That's when you want to be out walking. So it doesn't look like. I don't see any kind of entrance here. I kind of wondered if there would be a vehicle entrance. And look, you got a bunch of new houses getting built here. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's ever going to be an entrance from here. But boy, if you lived in this neighborhood, you'd sure have a nice proximity to the park. Lots of building going on. So could they potentially build an entrance someplace on this side? Possibly. Possibly so. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to see if we can get our return to home. Let's head out here in the countryside a little bit. In fact, let's throw it into sport mode. I feel the need for speed. Let's see how fast we can get this guy going. Let's take her down. Yeah, and of course I got to remember I'm in sport mode, so I don't have obstacle avoidance. And there's some power lines. Okay, discretion is the better part of valor. Okay, we're going to go back in normal mode. We're how high off the ground? We're 12 meters off the ground. Let's drop it down a little bit more. I'm going to get her down, and we're going to hit return to home, and let's see what happens. So return to home on the app, and holding down that button.
Return to home.
And there is our a big arc of our augmented reality green line, and it's grabbing some altitude. Remember, we had RTH set at 35 meters, so let's see how high it goes here. 25 meters, it says, hey, that's high enough. And back we come. 30% battery. So remember, we are set, and I'm going to point it out to you, right on the X right here for our landing point. So let's see if it'll hit it. Back over the park, it's threading its way through all the light poles. And yeah, so we're just going to let the drone drop its camera down. It's right above us. I'm not touching the gimbal, and it should drop the camera right about now. There it did. Okay, so remember that X on those. Let's see how close it gets. And I'm going to stand in front of it here, and let's just see how close it gets. We can see the shadow. Yeah, it's going to be off. Well, it might be moving over a little. Let's see. I don't know. Looks to me like it's going to be right on. It is precisely on. It is exactly where it took off. That's really cool. Okay, let me get everything shut off and we'll do a quick conclusion. The DJI Air 3, every time I fly this drone, I come away more impressed. It just does such a great job. Now, we didn't take advantage of the 3x telephoto camera there. I thought about it a couple times when we were looking around at some of the features of the park here, but you're able to crop in on that main sensor and it looks pretty good. But for the most part, what I wanted to show you today was what an amazing job they've done on this Discovery Park. This is really something and really cool for the population around here. Man, I mean, to have something like this as a kid to come to and BMX bike or on your skateboard, or even tennis and pickleball and baseball and just even the play areas and everything they've got going on. I just think it's really cool, and I think they've done a good job. So we'll see how much more they expand it out. But again, it was just a beautiful day to fly today. Man, the sun is out, and we're almost to November. The snow's going to be flying here before you know it. So just trying to take advantage of these kind of nice days to get out and do some flying. I encourage you guys to do the same, although again, you guys are probably looking at this video in December or even January or something like that. Again, this is Halloween, October 31st, when I'm making this flight. So anyway, enough jibber jabber. That's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I so appreciate you taking the time to look at this video, and we will see you on the next one. The DJI Air 3, pretty cool stuff. Oh yeah, and Discovery Park and Meridian. If you're in the area, check it out. See you guys later. Bye.